3A3, I should say, matchup between the Rivercrest Colts and the Manila Lions. Doc, it seems like every late January, early February, we're in this gym for a big-time conference matchup, and a lot of times it's these two teams, and we're here once again.
Absolutely. I look forward every year. I know before the schedule's ever released, we're going to cover a game here, if not multiple, and it's either going to be Rivercrest or it's going to be Osceola. Oftentimes, like you said, it is Rivercrest. It's a huge rivalry. There's no love lost between these two teams, and it's a big-time matchup tonight as both teams come in 1-6-3 in the conference, the other 5-2. So a very pivotal game. Manila stole one back before Christmas in a convincing win. I think Rivercrest had a couple of guys out that night, but nonetheless, that plays a huge factor in the postseason.
Yeah, when you look at the standings, Osceola's at the top, Rivercrest sitting in second at 5-2, and then this Manila team tied with Newport in third. So they're trying to climb the ladder to get that automatic regional spot. And Rivercrest, they still got Osceola twice. They're trying to get back to the top of the conference.
Well, if Manila wins this one tonight, and that's, we're a lot ahead of us still, but they win this one tonight, they jump Rivercrest, even though they'll have the same record with two pivotal wins head-to-head. So huge, huge game for both teams.
Big-time game, big-time atmosphere. It's always fun over here in Mississippi County. It seems every year the 3A3 runs through with Osceola, Rivercrest, and Manila runs through Mississippi County, and it looks like it's going to be that way again. We're going to step away for just a short minute. We'll be right back. We'll talk about the Rivercrest Colts right here after this.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face, because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks, our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Bugmobile of Arkansas is a family-owned business serving Northeast Arkansas since 1961. Call 870-563-6811 for a free estimate on your termite and pest control. Bugmobile of Arkansas, we drive away your bugs.
A3 conference deal between
It's hard
the
to get to the
Rivercrest
top.
Colts and the Manila Lions. Brad Davis along with Garrett Weaver here. We're a couple minutes till tip-off. Garrett, let's talk about the Rivercrest Colts. What do they look like right now?
Been a little, I shouldn't say up and down season. They're 13-4, but in sorts, a little bit of an up and down year. 5-2 in the conference, a little bit uncharacteristic to have those 2 losses at this point. They haven't played Osceola, I don't think, either time so far. But as far as player personnel, they start 4 juniors and a senior. That junior class has absolutely been loaded. It's a team, a group that they've really been looking forward to. Buda Harris in there, Jaden Young, Jay Bird, Jamaris Bird, Asir Burks. They start the lone senior, Cavante Washington. He's kind of the floor general, has been. He is in football, quarterback for them. So they have the experience with those guys now as they're juniors. They know how to win. They know how to handle close games, big environments. They're just an ultra-talented, super athletic team.
We're about 1:40 to tip-off. Garrett, let's go ahead and talk about these Manila Lions a little bit. A team that just missed out on the regional last year that's accustomed to being in that postseason, and they're aching to get back there.
Oh, they're absolutely. And the other night, I was able to cover them. They played BIC here. We got to cover that right after Christmas. Carson Baltimore had a big game. Rex Farmer had a big game. Rex, I'm not sure exactly how many Rex finished with, but it was upper 20s, I believe. He just really put on a show. Andrew Evers came in. He hit several big shots for them, multiple threes, really distanced them in that second quarter and gave them some cushion throughout that one. But they run as Baltimore and Farmer run as far as offensively. I will tell you, this Manila team is as gritty and hard-nosed, tough as they come. They are year in and year out. They have multiple players. Hudson Harrison, Byron Kisner, both really stood out the other night. They just play so hard and do the little things so well, and that makes them successful.
Well, it's about that time, Doc. We're going to step away real quick, and when we come back, we'll have the lineups and the tip-off here from Manila.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare, solutions for your home healthcare needs.
Reggie Cullum is a proud supporter of the Rivercrest Colts. His office is located at 700 West Kaiser Avenue at St. Bernard's First Care in Osceola. Dr. Cullum wishes the Rivercrest Colts good luck in tonight's game.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Basketball game of the week. Brad Davis along with the Dr. Garrett Weaver courtside for this 3A3 conference rivalry matchup. We talked about that going back a few years. This is always kind of the pivotal point of the conference and standings with these two teams.
Oh, it's a turning point. You're right. It is absolutely that. It kind of sets the tone as these two teams approach postseason. They typically always play end of January, early February, so it really kind of catapults one team into that postseason.
These two teams met on December 20th, a 60-36 victory for Manila, but you got to think this one will look a little different tonight. Probably a good, heated basketball game. We're looking forward to it. Let's talk about the Rivercrest Colts, 13-4, 5-2 in conference.
They sure are. Starting lineup for the Colts, number 0, Buda Harris. Buda is a 6'3 junior. At guard, number 2, also a junior, Jamaris Bird. We may refer to him as J Bird at some point tonight. At guard, a 5'11 junior, number 5, Jaden Young. Tremendous upside, can really play. Cavante Washington, the lone senior in the starting lineup, number 11, he's a guard. And their big man, a 6'5 junior, number 20, Asir Burks. So the Colts do have some height. 6'3 Buda Harris, 6'5 Asir Burks. So look for them to kind of control the boards or try to control the boards offensively and defensively.
Now for the Manila Lions, they're at 11-11. They're 6-3 in the conference, right behind the Rivercrest Colts.
Manila, again, I've covered them once this year. 11-11 is not indicative of who they are and how good they can be. So a little bit of an up and down season for them, for sure, but they can really play, especially here at home. Number 0, starting lineup for the Manila Lions, a junior, number 0, Carson Baltimore. A junior, number 21, Andrew Evers. Evers got unconsciously hot the other night when we covered that BIC game. Rivercrest's going to have to cover him. Number 15, a junior. At guard, Colton Burns. Also a guard, junior, number 2, Daniel Azucena. Not to be confused with John Cena. And the guy who makes it all go, a 4-year starter for the Manila Lions, just a tremendous kid. I think the world of him. Number 5, Mr. Rex Farmer.
That's your lineup. You can hear the music. You can hear the PA. It's a great crowd, lively in here. It's going to be a good one. Edgar Daniels, A.O. Miles, and Kevin Simmons, your officials for this one, as Kevin Simmons gets ready to throw it up, and the Colts control the tip. Zone looks like a 2-3 matchup look from Manila on this end, as the Rivercrest going to be patient on the outside. Looking to attack here. Ball screen up top. Harris drives in, misses the layup as the ball is chased down by Bird, and he controls it. Shot clock's down to 5 as it did not hit the rim. So it's going to be a late second 3. Missed, but Burks right there on the cleanup, and that's 2 offensive rebounds in the first possession.
I just talked about it, Brad. I just said they're going to try to get the ball up off the backboard, off the rim, really crash hard. Manila going to have to put a body on somebody.
2-0 Rivercrest lead. Manila gets it down into the post to Farmer, who kicks it out to Azucena. He is going to think about it, take the 3, and knock it down. Left him a little space. He decided to take it and knock it down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see 10-plus threes go in tonight for the Manila Lions. They can really shoot it, especially in this gym.
Back this way, Rivercrest moving it around the perimeter against this matchup, trying to keep the paint protected is Manila, but they get it inside out. Bird to Young is long, and there's Farmer with the rebound, and Azucena brings it the other way.
Manila's going to need Farmer to go for 10-plus rebounds tonight.
That's 21 Evers driving in addition to 15 Colton Burns. Gives Manila a 5-2 lead.
They're going to look for some offensive production elsewhere. Rivercrest's going to key on Farmer and Baltimore for sure. Evers going to have to knock down some shots, but Azucena and Burns are also going to have to contribute.
And that's what they've done so far. 2 minutes into this one. Harris drives, misses the lay-in. Ball's tipped around to Evers. And he's having trouble, but a kick ball from the Colts. Byron Kisner, number 3, will check in for Manila.
Brad, I'm going to tell you, there's no one going to play harder in this gym than Byron Kisner. Be ready.
He gets Burns. Manila brings it down and gets the Colt man-to-man. As Azucena drives, little fadeaway jumper is off. And Birch brings down the board. Rivercrest pushes the ball in transition. Washington up top with it. He gets it to Bergs for 3. It's long, but on the backside is an offensive rebound by Jaden Young. He missed the first one, but got his own stick back and cuts it to 5-4 Manila. Both buckets for Rivercrest coming off that offensive glass that you talked about early. Here's Baltimore on the other end. He's long. And Burks skies for the rebound on the defensive end as Rivercrest controls the ball.
Rivercrest has really done a good job rebounding so far. Manila going to have to be efficient. They're not going to get a lot of second chance looks, so they have to make sure they take good shots and make good shots.
Washington found Young in the paint, but that shot is off. Battle for the loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Lions. And Azucena will bring it across for Manila. 5-4. Manila leads early. 4:30 in this first quarter. Kisner gets it to Baltimore on a handoff. Looking for a little rip screen for Farmer down low, but passes Aaron out of bounds to the Colts.
A little bit of unforced mistakes right there, but trying to get Farmer the basketball. They know what he can do. Rivercrest is going to cover him. Baltimore may be in that spot. Just needs to pull up and shoot that little 10-footer.
Young at the top. Washington in the corner gets it back to Young up top. He's going to hit Burks in the corner, who gives it to Harris in the corner for 3. It's off. And Evers chases down the rebound, and he's off the other way. He's going to pull it up, get it to Azucena. And he didn't put it on the ground quick enough, and that'll be a travel the other way. Couple of unforced turnovers, like you said. So Rivercrest back across half court. Manila stays in a 2-3 look. As Harris drives baseline. And they're going to get Kisner. Byron Kisner with the blocking foul on the baseline. His first, team's first of the game. So after discussion, will be a baseline inbounds for the Colts. As they lob it in, Harris controls it, gets it to Burks on the wing, back to Harris. As they move it back and forth. Now Washington up top. Inside to Washington, over to Azir Burks.
Perfectly done. I mean, that's how you have to break this zone. You got to get the ball to the mid post, to the free throw line, and able to find the big man down low.
And that gave Rivercrest a 6-5 lead, and they also get the turnover on the other end. Alley-oop to Buda Harris for the dunk. Transition bucket there makes it 8-5 Rivercrest. And livens up the Colt faithful. Farmer getting the ball screen up top, tries to get it to Kisner, and there's Burks with another steal. Buda Harris in transition, Euro step up with the right hand. He lays it up and in for a 10-5 Rivercrest lead with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Coach Heath Matheny's going to take a timeout. 30 seconds. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back after this.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
On the Suncom Media Game of the Week, Manila hosting Rivercrest. The Colts have jumped out to a 10-5 lead, 2:40 to go in this first quarter, and a quick timeout to kind of settle the Lions down. Coach Heath Matheny's trying to, after about 3 or 4 straight turnovers there, and Rivercrest was getting out in transition.
Well, that's a good timeout. You just want to calm everybody down and say, hey, let's get a good look on this offensive possession.
They get it inside to Farmer, up and over Harris, and it's off the other side, knocked out of bounds, and it'll go to Rivercrest. Called the timeout, tried to get him set, got a set to Farmer inside, just couldn't knock down the shot. A good look there. And Rivercrest will bring it across as they get it inside to Washington. He's going to attack the rim, up and over, no good. Farmer gets up for the rebound, and here come the Lions. Hesitation, gets it over to Evers, a cross-court three, long, no good, and there's Washington with the rebound. But a good look there by Evers. Good find by Farmer.
He's going to make multiple of those tonight. If they keep finding him, he keeps posting up, especially setting up, especially in transition.
Colts control it down on his end. Bird up, no good, but there's Washington with the rebound. He misses, and then there's Burks with the rebound, and Kisner finally brings one down. Colts really attacking that offensive glass. And a great drive there by Hudson Harrison, who's checked into the game. Good hesitation dribble to get to the rim and cut this lead to 10-7 Rivercrest.
Hudson Harrison is a spark plug. He played incredibly well the other night in the minutes that he played, and he didn't come out a whole lot, especially late in that one.
Washington short on the three-pointer. Burks got the rebound, but they're going to get him for an offensive foul on the block, trying to make a move. As number 15, Colton Burns, will check back in for Evers. And Manila with the ball. 1:08 left in this first quarter. 10-7 Rivercrest leads. Couple of ball screens up top. There's Harrison on the three, no good. And that's going to be battled for. Let's call it out of bounds to the Rivercrest, it stays with Manila.
There was some contact there.
Harrison to trigger the inbounds. Gets it to Burns in the corner. As Baltimore looks to attack the middle. To Farmer in the corner to Harrison. Dumps it off to Kisner. He makes a spin move up and off the glass and good.
It's a strong move there from Kisner.
Byron Kisner with his first bucket, and it's 10-9 now, Rivercrest. 30 seconds left. Shot clock is off, so Rivercrest have opportunity for the last shot as they'll pull it out against this 2-3 Manila look. Coach Hunter Robinson with the call. 15 now on the game clock. Ball's tipped. Bird controls it. He's going to take the 12-footer. Rims in and out, no good. There's Birch with the rebound. It's off, no good. There's Bird with the rebound, and he lays it in. So 2 more offensive rebounds for Rivercrest. They'll take a 12-9 lead after this first quarter. We'll be right back here on your Suncom Media Game of the Week.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face. Because our first job isn't selling anything. It's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks. Our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
Back here at the Suncom Media High School Game of the Week, 12-9 Rivercrest leads Manila as Manila controls the possession here for the start of the second quarter. And Brad Davis with Garrett Weaver here, Doc, and 12-9, all 12 points for Rivercrest coming off offensive rebounds or transitions, but a great drive there by Harrison to finish and the foul. He'll have a chance to tie this game up.
Hey, I said this when we covered the BIC Manila game earlier this year. No one has told Hudson Harrison that he is 5'7". No one. And I'm glad because he plays way beyond his size.
Well, he's come off the bench here to give a spark and 5 points early and ties this game at 12 as Rivercrest is the other way. Washington takes a little 15-foot fadeaway jumper and gives the Colts back the lead, 14-12. Baltimore working against man-to-man, look for a backdoor against Farmer, and a nice play, and he goes and challenges Burks and finishes over the top.
It's perfectly done, both sides of that. Great pass, great find there from Baltimore, good strong finish by Farmer.
Ties the game at 14. Rivercrest back on offense. Manila stays in their 2-3, trying to protect the paint. Harris gets it in the corner. Back to Washington. He gets it inside to number 5, Jaden Young, who's up and off the glass to give the Colts a 16-14 lead, his second bucket of the game. And you said it earlier, that's kind of what they're looking to do, get it to that high post area and go finish or go high-low with it.
Well, Manila wants them to settle for threes. Rivercrest early on settling for threes but crashing the offensive glass. Now they're finding ways to work it inside.
Baltimore with the drive blocked out of bounds, but they say last touch by, or not touched by Rivercrest, so it'll go with the Colts. Number 4. And I don't have a 4 on my roster, Doc, for Rivercrest checking into the game.
I don't have it either. Jacavian Williams.
Jacavian Williams into the game for Rivercrest. They dribbled baseline, knocked out of bounds by Manila, and they'll trigger it in. Washington gets it in to Young, to Harris up top. Back to Bird, and they'll reset, get it in up top to Washington. He's up and over. Kisner's short, and Farmer controls the board for Manila.
Everywhere Farmer goes, Buda Harris is going with him.
They seem to be wanting to make someone else beat them tonight. And Harrison's given them a spark. Evers has hit a shot, or Azucena. You got me wanting to say John Cena on that. There's Harrison for 3 from the wing. Long, no good. And that'll be Young chasing down the rebound in transition. And Baltimore's in there to take the charge. Cavante Washington with the offensive foul. That's his first and the second team foul.
Manila's the best team I think I've seen in this area at taking offensive fouls. They take charges so well.
Farmer tried to pull up jumper and Harris threw it against the wall, so it'll be Manila ball. They called that on Washington, but I'm pretty sure that was Young that ran over him, but it's going to be recorded to Washington. Harrison drives baseline, knocked out of bounds by the Colts, and he'll trigger it inbounds again for Manila. They'll get it into Kisner up top. Baltimore in the corner for three, in and out, no good, and there's Williams with the rebound. He pushes it ahead to Young, who finds Washington in transition, and that's going to be a blocking foul. 0. Carson Baltimore. Just a little late in position, and that'll be 2 shots for Cavante Washington. First one is up and good. Second forthcoming for Washington is rattles around, no good, and there's Farmer with the rebound. So 1 for 2 gives Rivercrest a 17-14 lead, and here's Manila in transition. Azucena has it blocked by Washington. Farmer tips the transition pass, but it ends up here in Jaden Young's hands. He's attacked, scores the basket, and Harrison's going to foul him for the and one attempt. Farmer got a hand on that, but good job by Harris to clean it up and find Young in transition.
Yeah, he came and got it. He came to meet the pass. When it was deflected, he didn't sit and wait on it. If he had, they don't get that transition bucket of foul.
Free throw's good. Young has 6, and that's a 20-14 lead for Rivercrest. Ball's tipped around. Farmer winds up with it. Azucena's going to drive baseline, pull-up jumpers long, but there's Kisner on the backside to clean it up.
Kisner's strong.
Yeah, he's got 4. It's 2016 Rivercrest. Pace slows down now as Rivercrest looks to attack the zone. They've had success getting it to Young at the high post. And this is Bird with his feet on the 3. Long Harrison chased down the rebound. And they're going to slow the pace with 3:47 left, down 20-16. Looking to go into Farmer there. Harris tips it away, but Kevin Simmons says no, he had him around the waist. So fouls on Buda Harris, his first, team's third of the quarter. Manila will have a baseline inbounds. And they'll get it in to Kisner, hand off to Harrison, over to Baltimore, who drives out to Azucena for 3, and it rattles in.
Well, that's set up by Baltimore right there for sure. He drags that defender off the wing just enough to kick it back for a good look 3 from Azucena.
Good kickback 3 there, makes it 20-19, cuts into that Rivercrest Colt lead, and that's 6 for Azucena as he's hit 2 of those 3s. Rivercrest now gets it to Young in the high post. He goes up over Kisner's long, no good. And they're going to get him on the rebound. So that's his first and the team's 4th. With 3 minutes to go here in the first half, Rivercrest leads 20-19. And they'll go to the left side with it. They've been coming to the right with that. Baltimore thought he had Kisner opposite, went to one-hand pass it and didn't do it.
Well, they're doing Rivercrest doing a good job of fronting Farmer, and they've got a man behind him set up to avoid that entry pass. So Manila's going to have to find a way to work Farmer off a screen, because I'm not sure he's going to be able to post up right now.
Andrew Evers back in the game for Manila, replacing Baltimore, as the Colts control the basketball here on the offensive end. Over to Harris. He thinks about the shot. Back up top to Young. A deep 3 is good. Jaden Young for 3. Gives him 10 points on the night in a 23-19 Rivercrest lead.
That's a big bucket there from the Colts. They needed that.
Coach Matheny calls out the play, and they'll look to get it. Nobody goes with Kisner to the block, and he's going to lay it in.
telling you, Kisner may be the X factor tonight. If he's able to finish inside with all the focus and attention on Farmer, if Kisner's able to stay off that weak side and still be able to get a couple buckets, 10 or 12 points, that could be crucial down the stretch.
He does have 6, and it's 23-21 Rivercrest now as they have the ball. And the tempo and the pace is kind of probably where Manila would like for the game to be.
They can run it, but they don't want to run it tonight. They want to slow it down, set it up in the half court. If they're able to get the ball to Farmer, great. If not, maybe a couple of shooters can knock down some shots.
Late shot clock, no good there by Young, and Harrison chases down the long rebound. They had to take that one with about 3 on the shot clock. And Manila's got a chance to tie or take the lead here in the opening half.
A game in the 40s or 50s absolutely favors the Lions.
As Jusina avoids the defense, gets it to Evers. 10 on the shot clock now. Up to Harrison. We're down to 5. He's going to drive. A runner's no good. Kisner there to lay it in. Offensive rebound.
There he is, Brad. He's everywhere.
He's got 8, and he's tied this game at 23.
Manila's able to get a stop right here and take the last shot with a chance to go in the half with the lead. That is huge momentum for them.
About 10 seconds difference on the shot and game clock. Young for 3s, long. And Evers chases down the rebound, and Manila will have that opportunity. Now with 15 seconds left, no shot clock. They'll have a chance to keep this game tied or have the lead at half. Farmer in a little trouble. He's going to take a floater, has it blocked out. Harrison for 3, though, picks it up. Farmer gets on the offensive side, lays it in. And that is a flurry to finish the half for Manila. 25-23, the Lions lead.
That was a huge finish to the half for the Lions to take the lead into the half. That is, I said just a few seconds ago, that's big-time momentum.
Great first half of action. We're going to have a great finish to this one. We're going to step aside for halftime, let our sponsors tell you about their products. We'll be right back here on the Suncom Game of the Week.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face. Because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks, our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day. Because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need. Today, and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Bugmobile of Arkansas is a family-owned business serving Northeast Arkansas since 1961. Call 870-563-6811 for a free estimate on your termite and pest control. Bugmobile of Arkansas, we drive away your bugs.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare, solutions for your home healthcare needs.
Reggie Cullum is a proud supporter of the Rivercrest Colts. His office is located at 700 West Kaiser Avenue at St. Bernard's First Care in Osceola. Dr. Cullum wishes the Rivercrest Colts good luck in tonight's game.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Bugmobile of Arkansas is a family-owned business serving Northeast Arkansas since 1961. Call 870-563-6811 for a free estimate on your termite and pest control. Bugmobile of Arkansas, we drive away your bugs. Reggie Cullum is a proud supporter of the Rivercrest Colts. His office is located at 700 West Kaiser Avenue at St. Bernard's First Care in Osceola. Dr. Cullum wishes the Rivercrest Colts good luck in tonight's game.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We are back here on the Suncom Media High School Basketball Game of the Week. We're courtside in Manila as the Manila Lions used a late first half flurry to take a 25-23 lead here at halftime. Brad Davis along with the Dr. Garrett Weaver. Doc, you look at the scoring here. Jaden Young for Rivercrest, game leader with 10, but on the other side for Manila, Byron Kisner, 8. Azucena with 6 and Harrison with 5. The role guys kind of stepping up big in that first half.
Well, and they had to. Like I said, they were focused so much on Farmer on the defensive end of the floor that it was hard to get him the ball. He didn't have very many looks. When he did have a couple looks, he was able to finish for the most part, but they're doing a good job of limiting him. It's everybody else, and I think they knew coming in, they're going to have to step up. They're going to have to play well. Farmer's going to be limited in some capacity, at least early. So in order to stay in this one and give yourself a chance in the second half, you're going to have to make shots, and that's what they've done.
Rivercrest really controlled the boards there on the offensive glass, especially in the first quarter, but Manila did a better job there in the second quarter. And like we said, the tempo really is kind of in Manila's favor right now.
Well, I felt like Rivercrest shot it till they made it early on, and that can't happen if you're the Lions. But they did a really good job of crashing the glass. I felt like in that second quarter, there was a time where Rivercrest did so good at attacking the rim. They found the guy really in the middle of that zone. They were able to get a little high-low action. But then I felt like they got away from it and settled for some threes and allowed Manila to take the lead.
Well, Rivercrest will control the opening possession of the second quarter as Buda Harris will drive to Young in the corner for 3, rolls around off, no good, but there's Bird for the rebound and the foul, and just as we talk about it, they come out and get an offensive rebound, stick back, and draw the foul on number 3, Byron Kisner. That's his second, and that's going to be the team's first.
I really believe in this game, if Rivercrest settles for threes 60% of their possessions, Manila will win this game, as long as they rebound.
And one attempt was no good. Manila rebounded, but they're going to throw it away. The Bird basket tied it at 25, and it'll be Rivercrest's ball.
And I say that to say Rivercrest needs to do a good job of what they did in the middle of that second quarter, and that's work the ball into the high post and make something happen from there.
Manila staying in that 2-3 zone look. Harris will drive again. He's going to hop, step around, throw one up, no good. Ball's tipped around, and Young comes away with the rebound inside to Bird. He's long, no good. And then Burks on the other side. So 2-3, another 2 or 3 looks for Rivercrest there on their second possession. They're going to pick up full court now as Azucena gets it to Evers. Back to Azucena. He's hit 2. That might have been tipped, but it's pure. And he's got 9 and gives Manila a 28-27 lead.
That's a big-time 3 in transition there.
Lob over the chase down by Bird. He'll get it back to Washington up top, over to Harris for 3. It's good. And Buda Harris answers on the other end to give the Colts a 30-28 lead. Manila beats the full court pressure. Azucena tries to split the D. Knocked away. He's got a pull-up jumper. It's long. Burks tries for the rebound. Gets it out to Bird, and we're off the other way. Transition bucket there by Young. Buda Harris found him on the opposite side, and it's 32-28.
The pace favors Rivercrest at this point. The way they're pushing it, forcing turnovers, just uncharacteristic turnovers here right now by Manila. Rivercrest doing everything they want on both sides of the ball.
Baltimore tried to go around the trap and stepped on the sideline. Rivercrest back the other way. Harris on the drive, gives it to Young, who steps around the defender and makes it 34-28. He's got 14. Kisner catches on the sideline. He's going to attack the rim, and Washington's going to chase down from behind and knock it out of bounds. It'll be a baseline entry for Manila.
Well, there's a lot of game left, but this just feels like a possession where Manila really needs a bucket.
They enter it to Evers, who throws it away to Buda Harris in transition. Going to be challenged by Farmer, who runs through, gets the rebound on the short layup. Off the other way, Azucena's going to drive and draw the foul.
People don't give enough credit to the play that Farmer just made. Oftentimes that's overlooked, but the run through there on the attempted layup forces Buda Harris to jump too far out, and it's an awkward layup, which forces the miss.
Fouls on number 2, Jamarius Bird, his first, team's first of the half. Hudson Harrison checks in as Azucena missed the first free throw. Second one is up. It's short. Farmer attempts to get the board, but he'll knock it out of bounds. So with 5:25 left in the third quarter, it's 34-28 Rivercrest as they control the possession here. They'll get it to Washington at the high post, and he'll knock down the jumper. He's got 5.
13-3 run the first 3 minutes by the Colts.
Azucena attacks the other way, and he's going to draw the foul and make the bucket. That's third foul on Berg's, team's second. And Williams will check back in for Burks, as Azucena did a good job of attacking that pressure right back.
Well, Azucena missed 2 free throws just a second ago, which would make this a 4-point game. He's got a chance here to get one back, but it's been all Daniel Azucena as far as on the offensive end for the Lions. He has all 6 points.
He knocks down that attempt. He has 11, and that cuts the lead into 5. 36-31 Rivercrest. Harris drives, kicks out to Young, 4-3, short. Kisner on the boards. Bird will hang back to pressure. He'll get it to Azucena, who hesitates, then drives and loses the ball out of bounds. Ball out of bounds to Rivercrest. They'll take it with the lead. As they enter into Young on the wing, Bird in the corner trying to get it to Harris in the post, and Kisner with the steal saves it in. As we go the opposite way, skip to Azucena, looked inside for Kisner. He'll get it out to Baltimore, pump fake, nice dribble move around, floater up and good.
It's a good decision there by Baltimore. Had a 3, would have been contested, puts it on the floor, a little bit shifty around the defenders and up for 2.
That cuts the lead to 3, 36-33 Rivercrest, under 4 minutes now.
2.5 quarters in before Baltimore scored, and this is only a 3-point game. If you'd have told me that before the game started, I'd have said there's no way it'll be a 3-point game.
Buda Harris traveled on the other end, so it'll be Manila's ball against full court pressure from Rivercrest. Baltimore beats it up the middle, dumps it to Kisner. He lost it, regained it, and then draws the foul.
I think if Kisner had gone up immediately when he caught it, it would have been uncontested and easy too. Sometimes you anticipate a block or somebody coming, and in reality, if you just go up. So gonna benefit though here, 2 free throws.
Jamarius Bird's second, team's third. First free throw rolls out. And Kisner will have a second opportunity here. It's off. Doesn't hit anything, so it'll be an inbounds for Rivercrest. A couple early turnovers against this full court pressure by Manila, but they've seemed to kind of compose themselves and really attack it back and get some advantages out of it.
Well, they were down 6 or 8 just a few minutes ago. I think it was 36-28. So a little 5-0 run. They did a good job of weathering the storm, but now you got to be able to get back over the hump. You can't allow a 3 to 5 point swing the other way.
Inside to Young. He flashes from that offside wing so well. He catches, lays it in for his 16th point, and it moves the lead to 38-33 Rivercrest.
Jaden Young can really score. He has a quiet 16, I feel like.
Harrison trapped up top, gets it to Azucena. He's going to drive, lay it up, and good. He's got 14, and that cuts the lead to 3 again. Back and forth action here in the third quarter in this 3-A-3 matchup. Skip over to Washington. He's going to take a one dribble pull up. It's long, and Baltimore chases the rebound. Chance for Manila to cut into the lead or maybe even tie with a 3 here with 2:30 to go in the third. Harrison drives, has it knocked away, and we're off the other way. Harrison transition. He's going to step through and make the layup. He's got 9, and it's a 40-35 Rivercrest lead.
A little bit of inadvertent contact there. You could tell both players kind of shaking up on that one.
Young made him turn, and I think Harris saw the ball coming on that spin and just got too much body. As both of them, like you're right, kind of wincing and shaking up. Inbound to Kisner, gets it back to Farmer with 2 minutes, approaching 2 minutes here. Inside to Kisner. Nobody goes with him on the roll. And he's got 10, and that cuts the lead back to 3, 40-37.
There was nobody within 10 feet of him when he caught that pass. How does that happen? The lane is wide open. Farmer coming out to the three-point line opens up everything inside. They just need to pull him out and let everybody else operate on backdoor cuts, backdoor screens, something to that effect, and I think they'll shoot layups.
Turnover on the other end gives the ball back to Manila as Harrison battles. He's got it knocked away, stolen by Young. He gets it to Bird, who knocked it away and lays it in. Back into Harrison. He's going to beat Bird this time, get it across, get a screen from Kisner, and he's going to attack the rim, up off the glass, and good.
He said, you take it away from me this time, I'm going to make you pay on the next one.
Did a good job of using his body to kind of help protect him there, too. 42-39, back to a 3. Harris for 3. He knocks it down. He walks into that one and knocks it down, and Hunter Robinson's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a short one. It's going to be a 30. We're going to take it with him. Be right back after this. We're back here courtside. Suncom Media Game of the Week in Manila. The Rivercrest Colts lead the Manila Lions 45-39. Exactly 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. And we said it during the timeout, Gary. This has been a great game so far. Ball stolen there by Washington. Farmer blocks the shot off the glass. Kisner chases it down. He's going maybe a little too much dribbling. Loses it out of bounds.
A little ahead of himself there.
49 seconds now, back to Rivercrest basketball. About a 14-second difference on the shot clock. Harris will get it back. He just hit one. That one's short. Farmer chases the rebound. They're going to get Washington on a foul. That's his second. That's the team's fifth, so we're in the bonus, and Farmer will walk to the other end to shoot 2 free throws. With a lead like that, not one Washington wanted to get, kind of a cheap one, 75, 80 feet from the basket. Rex Farmer, first one up and off the back of the rim. He's got 4. They've been kind of glued to him all night, not letting him get a lot of looks.
I'm not sure what his season low is, but I bet we're right there around it.
Second one is up and good. So that cuts it to 45-40. Rivercrest quickly back the other way. A little long for Burks, but he saves it, but it's going to be out of bounds on the side. So back to Manila, 33.8 left, no shot clock. They'll have to navigate this Rivercrest pressure to get the last one. Kisner catches it in, back to Farmer. He's going to attack, lay it up, and good.
That's exactly what they needed. Now Farmer getting a little momentum, a little confidence, realizing he can get an open look.
Rivercrest back the other way. Bird missed it, but Burks was there to tip in on the backside, 47-42. Now we're approaching 10 seconds left. Here's Azuzina the other way. He's going to knock it down and draw the foul. Basket is good. That's 16 for Azuzina. 4th foul on Azir Burks, and an and one attempt coming.
Azuzina is playing lights out tonight from the line.
Washington will get Burks as he has 4. And one attempt is good. So a big bucket there, 47-45 Rivercrest. Harris finds Williams, who finds Washington up top. He's short. Harrison hits it up to Azuzina, but the clock will expire. And at the end of 3, Rivercrest leads 47-45. This should be a fantastic finish, and we'll have it for you right after this. We are back here courtside on the Suncom Media Game of the Week. The Rivercrest Colts lead 47-45 over the Manila Lions. Is AC/DC, Are You Ready, Blairs, over the PA. That's the proper song to play because this should be a good fourth quarter. Harrison's going to hit a pull-up jumper short. Battle for the loose ball. Buda Harris comes away with it, and Rivercrest is the other way. Young to the rim. Short, but he's going to be fouled going up by number 2, Daniel Azuzina. His team's first of the quarter. And Jaden Young will have 2 shots. He's got 16 on this game to lead the Colts. And the first one rims out. Second one up for Young is good. So that moves the lead to 3, 48-45, as the Colts pick up full court pressure. Harrison brings it across against Bird. He finds Kisner, who gets it to Azuzina. And they're going to get Kisner on the offensive foul. A lot of times on that handoff, teams will use that as like a ball screen. They got Kisner maybe with a little too much contact or moving after the handoff.
Well, Kisner's a good-sized kid, uses his body a lot on a lot of things. I guess in that situation, may have used his body a little bit too much.
Harris will drive. He'll kick to Young. He'll center it back up top for Rivercrest. Washington gets it around the elbow. He'll take the floater. No good. Harrison chases down the rebound. He'll get it over the corner for Azucena, who drives around Harris. Floater up, no good. Kisner, backside rebound. He lays it in. He's got 12, and it's a 1-point game.
Kisner's played like a grown man tonight, Brad.
That's what that was, a grown man rebound, stick back. Harris will drive. Kicks it out to Washington. They'll get it to Bird. He's going to work against two, off of no good, and Farmer can't control it, out of bounds. Azir Burks checks back in for Williams, whose presence needed, and he steps right in. He steps right into the block to lay it in for a bucket. He walked right from the scores table to that block. Nobody picked him up, and he laid it in.
Well, that's why it's tough sometimes to play man on an out-of-bounds play under your own bucket, because that kind of thing happens, especially after a substitution. Nice move by Harrison.
Hudson Harrison answers on the other end. Back and forth action. 50-49 Rivercrest. That's Harrison's 9th point. And we got 5:45 left in this one. Three by Jaden Young. Off, no good. Harris rebounds, stick back. 52-49, 5:37 left. And Hunter Robinson wants a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back after this.
Bugmobile of Arkansas is a family-owned business serving Northeast Arkansas since 1961. Call 870-563-6811 for a free estimate on your termite and pest control. Bugmobile of Arkansas, we drive away your bugs. Dr. Reggie Cullum is a proud supporter of the Rivercrest Colts. His office is located at 700 West Kaiser Avenue at St. Bernard's First Care in Osceola. Dr. Cullum wishes the Rivercrest Colts good luck in tonight's game.
We are back courtside in Manila. Suncom Media Game of the Week. Brad Davis, Garrett Weaver here with you. 5:37 left with a 52-49 Rivercrest lead over Manila as the Lions get it inbounds. Azucena crosses the timeline with it, and he's going to drive. Blocked by Young. Azucena chases it down to Baltimore. He drives, loses a handle, and they're going to get a foul. They'll get a foul on Jaden Young, his second, team's third. And on this baseline out of bounds, Heath Matheny wants a timeout. He's going to take a 30 to draw one up. We'll take it back, be back shortly.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
We are back courtside in Manila. Suncom Media Game of the Week. It'll be a baseline out of bounds for Manila as Rivercrest has a 52-49 lead in this one. It's been kind of back and forth here. One team answering the other, Garrett, and 5:23 should be a good finish.
Well, this is exactly the kind of game you expected, kind of game you hoped for, and what? That's not how they drew it up, but it ends up in the hands of Farmer, just unable to connect.
Tried to get into Kisner. I think Buda Harris tipped it and it went right to Farmer. Shot was off, rebound, and a foul on Hudson Harris. His second, team's first, and it'll be Rivercrest ball. Manila staying in that 2-3 look with 5:04 left, 20 on the shot clock. As Rivercrest is being patient now. Washington from the corner, or from the wing, is off no good, and there's Kisner with the rebound. Harrison crosses the timeline as Manila gets set. Back door to Farmer, and that's going to be a blocking foul.
I think that's the right call there on Burks. I think he slid over underneath Farmer as he made that move and left the floor.
Backdoor set called for Farmer. And Burks with the blocking foul is going to have his 5th foul. Basket was good. So Farmer will go to the line with an and one attempt and a chance to tie the game. Shot is up and good. We're tied at 52, 4:30 left in the game, and that's Farmer's 10th. And he's worked for all 10 because they've been guarding him hard all night.
I was fixing to say, he just unable to get in rhythm, but still finds a way to get double digits.
Tipped by Azucena, and he gets the steal on the other end.
Azucena, if Manila wins this game, Azucena's the player of the game.
It's poked away, but right to Harrison. He finds Farmer on the other side and lays it in, and Manila takes a 2-point lead. Buda Harris the other way. 3 by Harris, rattles out, no good, and they're going to get Young on a rebound. That's his 3rd, team's 3rd.
Well, if you're Rivercrest, you have to calm down. You got to find a way to get the ball inside. They're settling right now for shots that aren't really theirs. Manila has all the momentum.
Back the other way. Azucena beats the pressure and hits a pull-up jumper. He's got 19, and it's 56-52 Manila. Young down low to Williams, up and in. His first bucket of the game cuts the lead to 2. Good drive there by Young and a good find by Williams. They got Harrison hemmed in. He finds Azucena the other way. He'll pull up for 3 and knock it down.
He is on a heater, Brad. Absolutely in a zone right now.
He has 22, makes it 59-54 Manila. And they're going to get Carson Baltimore on the other end with a blocking foul as Young attacked the rim. That's team foul number 4. It's Baltimore's 2nd, and it's going to be a baseline entry for Rivercrest. It's getting loud in here as both sides are heating up. 3:08 left in this one, 59-54 Manila. Lob in bounds, but Young will end up with it.
I think that's a good play through right there.
He gets to Harris. He's going to drive the paint but pull it out. Finds Williams inside, and that's 2 in a row for Williams on the dish. Good find by Harris to cut the lead, 59-56 Manila. Azucena crosses the timeline with it. Dribbles through 2 or 3 defenders, and it ends up in Kisner's hands. He's going to throw it across. Bird with the steal, up ahead to Young, and they're going to get a foul.
Wow. This is back and forth, Brad.
Fouls on number 1, Hudson Harrison. That's his 3rd. That's the team's 5th. So either way, it's going to be 2 shots for Young, either on the shot or the bonus. And his first one is up and short. Young's got 17 on the night. His second one's up and rolls out. And there's Byron Kisner with the rebound.
Uncharacteristic misses there by Young.
Well, Harrison splits the trap, finds Kishner in transition. He's going to lay it up and in. He's got 14. Great job there by Harrison, handling the pressure and then finding the open guy. Washington for 3. Off, no good. Young travels the rebound. And they're going to get Harrison on the foul. He's got 4. And that's the bonus, so that'll be 2 more for Jaden Young.
Harrison going to have to be a little more careful the last 2 minutes here. He's played a crucial part of this. They really can't afford him to foul out right now.
We got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this one. 61-56. Young's first one's up and good. Jaden Young now with 18 and the second free throw coming. It's up and good. Cuts the lead to 3, 61-58 Manila. Pressure now, a little 1-2-2 or diamond trap by Rivercrest. Harrison gets it across to Azucena. Nobody picks him up. He's going to drive into Williams and draw the foul.
That's a good job. Not a lot there, though. So you got to be careful because if Rivercrest backs off of that and there's no foul called, that's a poor possession and a bad shot. So good job of being able to draw that contact and get to the line. But late in this game, you got to be careful not to waste possessions potentially hoping for a foul.
He draws a foul. He knocks the first one down. Moves the lead to 4. Second one is up and good. He's got 24 on the night and a 63-58 Manila lead. 150 left in this. Bird up the top for 3. He knocks it down. Big 3 for Rivercrest and Jamaris Bird, and it's going 63-61. 143 left in the game. Timeout Rivercrest. We'll be right back after this.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day. Because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need. Today, and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
We are back here on the Suncom Media Game of the Week, courtside at Manila as they host the Rivercrest Colts in it. The Lions have a 63-61 lead, 140 left in this game. Rivercrest picking up full court. Harrison gets it across but throws it away to Williams. It's up ahead to Washington. He's going to miss. Harris on the rebound on the miss. Battle for the loose ball. Rex Farmer comes away with it. Harrison across to Azucena. He's going to attack the rim and miss, but draws the foul on Williams.
That's another good job there, Azucena, using his body to draw the contact, and he's a strong kid. Still almost finishes through that contact. So really good job there staying controlled and going up and giving himself a chance. 2
good looks by the Colts there. Couldn't get it to tie. Now Azucena knocks the first one down to move the lead to 3.
Now Rivercrest, I expected one of those two to go down. They've really got to do a better job of finishing around the rim when they get there.
Second one's no good. Lead stays at 3, 64-61. With 1:10 left now. Harris is going to drive. He's got it knocked away, but he tips it to Young over to Washington with the runner. contact, but they let it play on. It falls, so it's 64-63. And the foul on the inbounds on number 11, Cavante Washington, and he's got 2. We're in the bonus, so Azucena will go to the other end to shoot 2. 56 left on the clock. Daniel Azucena, big night tonight, Doc, with 25 and 2 free throws to come.
Not sure what his career high is, but I would think he's approaching that at this point. He has played exceptionally well.
Make it 26 and a 2-point lead.
Every time they've needed a bucket or anything good to happen, it feels like he has had some part of that.
Second one is up and good. He's got 27. It's a 3-point lead, 66-63 Manila as Rivercrest attacks. Buda Harris to tie, long. Rebound by Young. He goes up, lays it up and in. Jaden Young with his 19th point of the night. That cuts the lead to 1, 66-65. 43 seconds. Hunter Robinson and the Colts take a timeout. We'll stay here, Doc, and let's talk both ends. You got a 1-point lead under a minute in your Manila. What do you got to do to hold on to this lead?
You got to take care of the basketball. You cannot have an unforced turnover at this point in the game. They're going to press. They're going to trap. They're going to be making contact. Worst case, they get a foul. You're going to go to the free throw line. But you have got to make sure you don't throw it into traffic. You don't dribble it off your foot. You don't give them a wide open layup for sure. If it is a turnover, it needs to be one where everybody can get down the floor and regroup defensively rather than an easy bucket.
If you're Rivercrest, you've got the shot clock. Do you foul here or do you play it out?
I play good defense because my defense, a lot of times, you got 13 seconds difference between game and shot clock. So, I'm sorry, 8 seconds difference. But my defense plays so well and forces turnovers as it is, you just cannot give up a jump bucket right here. If you get beat, you have to foul. And I say that if you got a 3-on-2, you got to go ahead and foul. You can't afford to give up a wide-open layup.
Well, they have Azucena trapped on the baseline. He throws it away to Harris, to Young, inside, up, and in, and he draws the foul. So a steal, a lay-in, and a foul.
Well, that's the worst-case scenario for Manila. The absolute worst-case scenario.
Fouls on Rex Farmer, his third. No, that was Rex's first foul of the game, Farmer's first foul of the game. Jaden Young now to complete the and one. He's given them the 67-66 lead. And the free throw is short. Rebound to Farmer. There's about a second difference on the game and shot clock, so it's going to come down to this.
If I'm Manila, I think I may take the last shot. We'll talk about that here. I know that's tough. That's really hard to do when you're down one. It's hard to make yourself take that. But I take this shot with about 5 or 6 seconds to go. And the reason I say that is it gives you a chance at a last-second offensive rebound with something you can still make something happen if the shot doesn't go in. But I'm doing something where I attack the rim. Azucena's done a great job of drawing contact. If he's able to try to get inside and draw some contact, get to the free throw line, good things happen. What you don't want to do is shoot it too early, take the lead, and give Rivercrest 8 or 9 seconds to go down the floor and get to the rim, because we both know they can get to the rim.
Rivercrest will look. I'm not sure if they'll come out in a trap here, if they'll guard it straight up and make you hit a shot, try to keep you out of the paint.
I think it has to go to Farmer. And I know Azucena's been great, but I think you got to run this through Farmer. And the reason I say that, he doesn't have to be the one to take the shot, but he's going to draw an extra defender if he has the ball and a chance to make something happen, which is going to free somebody up for a wide open look.
All right, so a delay of game there on the Rivercrest Colts on the inbound, so that's the warning. 27 seconds, 1 point Rivercrest lead. Manila on the inbound. We're here for a fantastic finish. Baltimore, he's going to drive. He gets it out to Harrison. Ball screen up top from Kisner. To Baltimore in the corner for three. It's off, no good. Kisner with the rebound up and draws the foul.
Great job by Byron Kisner is not going to quit, okay? It does not matter. He has no quit in him. He's going to battle. He's going to fight. And you may foul him, but he's going to earn a chance to go to the line for two here.
He's got two. First one is up and no good. Off the back. Still a 1 point game. Second one with a chance to tie. He's got 14 on the night. Got to have double-digit rebounds. And we've got a timeout on the floor.
Well, now you put yourself in a little bit of a pressure situation. We're going to have a full timeout on the floor, but you put yourself in a little pressure situation. It's a lot easier when you step to the line and that first one goes through. Then you can kind of take a breath for a second and say, hey, okay, let's go ahead and get this one as well. But now the good news is, even if he misses it, 13.6 on the clock, you've got time. They inbound the ball. It's a quick foul. They're going to go shoot two. Rivercrest has not shot great at the free throw line tonight. So even if they go down and make two free throws, it's still a one-possession game. You've got great shooters on the floor. You've got a chance to draw up a look and send it to overtime. So there's so much time still on the clock. Anything can happen.
If you're Hunter Robinson right now, you're saying if he misses this, you have to rebound.
No question.
No question.
You better secure it.
And you got to secure it to get the foul. Both teams have a timeout left, so if he makes it and ties it, I'd look for them to take a timeout at half court to set something up.
If you're Rivercrest, if he's going to take a timeout quickly, or if you are one of your big men here, Buddha or whoever, you're getting the ball in the guard's hands immediately, safely, to go to the free throw line to shoot.
Second one for Kisner's up and off the back, no good. Tipped around, out of bounds. It'll stay with Manila. So now it's 11.4. Both teams in the bonus, so every foul is a shooting foul. Both teams have a timeout. 11.4 seconds. 1 point Rivercrest lead.
We have seen it all here tonight.
Ball's inbounded to Kisner. And Coach Matheny's going to use his last timeout.
This is a scenario, Brad, where you take the final shot. You live and die with the ball in your hands in this scenario. Let's pretend for a second Rex Farmer is Patrick Mahomes. You go out with the ball in his hands. Either he's able to take the shot, or if they draw two to him, somebody is going to be open. If I'm Coach Heath Matheny in this, either Farmer gets a one-on-one good look, or he draws two defenders and somebody gets a great opportunity to hit a game winner in this spot.
You got Carson Baltimore, who's a good shooter. You've got Azucena, who's been on fire, and Harrison's had a big game as well.
I think, do you not still put it in Farmer's hands?
No, I don't disagree. I'm just saying you've got guys around
who can make shots around him. So that's what you tell Rex in this. Say, hey, listen, if you got it, take it. We live and die by it. If you don't, find the guy whose man helps and let him make the play.
Inbound comes. Looking for Farmer. He's got it. He's going to get to the rim, up and blocking foul. So Rex Farmer will go to the free throw line.
I think that's a scenario that Rivercrest didn't have to step in front. They could have just challenged the shot, I think, right there. Farmer a little bit off balance. Good job of drawing the contact by him. But I think if you're Rivercrest, if you just challenge the shot, because now that looks – I'm not sure who that's on, but –
that's on Jaden Young, and they've got that as his fifth foul.
If that's on Jaden Young.
That's on Jaden Young. The score clock has it at his fifth. Now the clock's only showing it as forward, but the official book is the actual what it is. So that's going to be his 5th. And Rivercrest comes over, their bookkeeper. Brandon Carter says, yeah, I've got him for 5 too. So that's the 5th on Young, which is pivotal in this last 7 seconds with Rivercrest if they have a chance to tie or take the lead. Farmer knocks his first free throw down to tie the game at 67.
That's clutch. That's why you had the ball in Farmer's hands.
So tie ball game. Manila pulls everyone off the side. Second free throw's up and good, and Manila leads 68-67. Buda Harris now brings it across. Gives it to Washington. He's going to hit a pull up. It's off the back. Tip is up, no good, and the Manila Lions will escape with a 68-67 victory over the Rivercrest Colts in a fantastic basketball game.
What a game. I mean, now this is the second game this year that we have covered that has been we'll talk about it here in a minute.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we got the Roof Raiders post-game wrap-up with a lot to talk about.
If it seems like our Roof Raider trucks are everywhere,
well, we kind of are.
at Roof Raiders, we're always helping our customers and our community. We're always on call, always on the move, always on top.
And we're back. Brad Davis here with the Dr. Garrett Weaver. We just witnessed a classic, 68-67, Manila over Rivercrest in a 3-8-3 battle. Post-game wrap-up here brought to you by Roof Raiders. And, Doc, there's a lot to talk about in this. Great basketball once again here in Mississippi County.
I mean, we could talk about this for 45 minutes, I think. Goodness, what a game. Manila just made more plays late. I mean, that's all there is to it. I felt like just a tremendous back-and-forth game by both teams. Both teams trading big buckets, just answering the bell when needed. I just felt like late in the game, some things fell Manila's way. They made some good things happen. Farmer gets the ball on that last possession there, does what he's supposed to do, gets to the rim, goes to the free throw line, and with that senior leadership, hits two huge free throws.
How about the lineup for Manila? Daniel Azucena, 27 points. He was everywhere tonight. Byron Kisner, 14 points. Had to have double-digit rebounds. Hudson Harrison, 9 points. Handled the ball and the pressure very well. Guys that stepped up for the Manila Lions tonight.
True team effort. I mean, Baltimore only had 2 points. Very uncharacteristic, but goodness, he didn't do anything bad tonight. He wasn't hitting shots, but everybody else was hitting shots. So he didn't get many looks, but they created opportunities. Those guys that knew they needed to step up. Azucena with the game of the year maybe for the Manila Lions. And then Kisner, 14 points. I said early in the broadcast he needed 10 or 12 tonight. He got 14. Farmer held, to 4 points early in this one, ends up with 14. 2 huge free throws, but Azucena kind of carried the load tonight for the Lions, and just a tremendous effort.
Big play after big play by a lot of different guys. Rivercrest, great job, great effort. Showed why they're one of the top in this conference, and it will be a factor down the stretch in this district, regional, and state tournament, definitely.
Certainly, and Jaden Young fouling out there with 7 to go. That's a bad break for them. He's their playmaker, had 23 tonight, their go-to guy in those moments. So without him on the floor the last 7 seconds, Rivercrest still plenty good enough to make something happen, but Young kind of facilitates, and you would have expected the ball to be in his hands there, just unable to make anything happen there the last 7 seconds of that one.
Well, great ball game, great conference matchup. That moves Manila to 7-3. That gives 3 losses to Rivercrest, so they're going to end up in a tie there for that second spot, both behind Osceola, but a lot of basketball left. That's big when you're trying to get that second seed and that automatic regional bid to get to Melbourne, I believe, is hosting this regional.
That 2 seed is crucial for sure. Osceola really in the driver's seat right now, but there's a 3-team race with Rivercrest, Manila and Newport now, and so it's anybody's down the stretch. But again, we talked about how much this game means. It kind of catapults you into the last few conference games and into the postseason.
And that's a season sweep for Manila, so any tiebreaker would go to them in that scenario.
Absolutely.
Well, great game tonight. I'm so happy to be here on the courtside with the Dr. Garrett Weaver. We want to thank Roof Raiders for our post-game wrap-up. We want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. We want to thank Manila and their administration and community. We'll be back with you Monday, February 3rd, as the Riverside Rebels host the Bay Yellow Jackets in what's going to be a fantastic 2A3 matchup.
I expect that one to be very similar to tonight's contest. Bay playing really well. Beat Mark Tree last night.
Right, saw that.
Huge non-conference win for them. They've really got things rolling. Everybody's back healthy, I believe, for them. Riverside, we know that they are dangerous, ultra-talented. Both teams trying to make a run here for the postseason.
It's that time of year where every game is huge in the conference rush, and we're gearing up toward that postseason. So it's going to be a great finish. We want to thank everyone for joining us. We'll see you Monday night at Riverside. For Garrett Weaver and everyone here, this is Brad Davis saying we'll see you down the road.